How's it going, guys? Andy here, and welcome to another episode of
Reader's Questions.
Today's question comes from Joe. What are you saying, Joe?
I've been looking at some products on Aliexpress and checking them again on eBay and Amazon. I see a lot of sellers using the images that are on Aliexpress for their listing photos. Are they doing this illegally, or is it okay to do that?
Thank you for your question, Joe. It's a very good question, which is why it's being featured on this here video, because there's a few things you want to consider. Firstly, if you're choosing images for your eBay or Amazon items, the first issue you have to come across is ownership. Now, if you're looking at a supplier, you're assuming that that supplier owns the image in question. But if you're looking on AliExpress and it's a Chinese supplier, then it's not guaranteed that it's going to be their own images. They may have found an image and are just using it, because you're not entirely sure who you're dealing with on AliExpress. That is part of some of the weaknesses of AliExpress, I would say. So you will have to do a little bit of research and try and find out a bit more. Have a search around the interwebs. Google, you can actually do a Google image search, which will actually scan the image and bring back other websites that has that image on, so you can see if it's being used in other places. Now, what you can do is ask the supplier, if I buy my products from you, am I okay to use your stock images? In which case, a lot of the time they say, yeah, that's fine, because you're going to be a customer, you're going to be buying from them, so it's in their interest. The second point I want to make is maybe you don't want to use those images, because as you've already found, a lot of other people are using those stock images to sell those same items. And if there is a bit of competition, you want to be able to stand out from the crowd, and using exactly the same picture as everyone else is not going to do that. So I would suggest maybe you might want to take your own pictures. It's not as difficult as you might think. A decent phone camera with enough natural light will actually get you a pretty good image, and you can use a resource like Pixels to remove the background. I've previously done a video review of Pixels and all about it. It used to be called Remove the Background, and you can see that video up here. Well, no, maybe up here, more likely. So have a think about what you might want to do, but at least if you make your own pictures, then you own them, and you're never going to have any issues with copyright or anyone knocking on the door saying you need to take down my images because you've stolen them. Not only that, but you'll be standing out from the crowd as well. You can be more creative. You might actually be able to make a better picture than the stock image already. You can brand it with your own store name and generally do a better, more personalized job with your images. So it's something to think about. I've done a few videos about making the most of your images and taking good photographs. I'll link them all in the description box below. I hope that's been useful for you, Joe. Hit me up in the comments below and I will send you a very sexy Knowledge Equals Power t-shirt for being featured on the Reader's Question video. And if you have a question for me about eBay or Amazon, hit me up in the comments below, and if you're featured on one of these videos, you will also get yourself a Knowledge Equals Power t-shirt. Alright, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Andy Lawrence, and I will catch you on the very next video. Bye for now.